I can feel my coochie leaking as I'm saying this. Can you relax? Through a lot, and like, I just want to be there for her. You can be there for her on the 13th or the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th of Feb. The 14th is crazy. Especially when you just powered me off to go, like, crazy. But I was like, okay, take time. That hurt, but it's true.
Welcome back, and hi if you're new here. You can find me at Unfiltered Hours on all platforms. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Life is better unfiltered. I really hope you feel that way too. Let's begin.
Let me explain what we're going to do before I start talking. So I've been trying seed cycling, which is eating different seeds at different phases of your cycle to help balance your hormones. The seeds are sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, and flax seeds. And in this yogurt bowl, you can have the sunflower seeds, flax seeds, and pumpkin seeds. I don't have any pumpkin seeds at the moment. They're a bit intimidating. They're a bit big for me, but I am going to incorporate them into this. So we've got Greek yogurt, or you can use any yogurt, a live bio yogurt. I alternate between the two. This Greek yogurt has live bio in it, which is better. Live bio is obviously good for the gut health and the coochie health. Greek yogurt today, flax seeds, sunflower seeds, honey, dark chocolate, and frozen berries, frozen strawberries. Again, I alternate the berries, alternate the chocolate. And I've tried to have dark chocolate over normal chocolate. That's supposed to be good. Apparently, I think, is it magnesium that it contains? That's helpful around your cycle as well, leading up to your period. Not gonna lie, M&S Authentic Greek Yogurt, 10% fat. They have got a one with lower fat, but this one, and it has live cultures in it. Every January, I have this intense need to shed. And every January, I forget that it's the season of shedding. And I'm just wondering why I'm feeling a certain way. And I don't understand why I'm feeling a certain way. And I feel like I feel a certain way and I can't do anything about it because I don't understand the root of what I'm feeling. Every January, I do this. Last January, I don't even want to say dating. It feels like I'm giving him too much credit, but I was seeing a guy for a very short period of time, very turbulent, ended up pushing me into just trauma and wounds that I didn't want to live through, I didn't want to experience again. And because it felt familiar, I just found myself running towards him. And when I acknowledged that this isn't safe, this is actually quite dangerous, I cut ties with this man. This January, it's not turbulent, but I feel like the guy that's in my life currently has also pushed me into a state of healing and shedding. And it's been so heavy. It's been so heavy. I feel like I've cried more this last 2 months than I have the whole of last year. Heavy, turbulent, crying. Honestly, it'll get to like between 3 and 5 in the morning and I'm like, oh no, I need to release. And then I'm just crying and hyperventilating. So that's kind of where I'm at. I always say to myself that any guy that's worthy doesn't deserve this version of me. And that pushes me towards healing certain things that I've been avoiding. Yeah. Last night was tough, but I feel like I had a breakthrough. I definitely feel like I had a breakthrough last night. And last year I lost someone that I genuinely had a lot of love and respect for, someone that made my inner child feel safe for the first time in a long time. And I really liked him. He's the first guy I liked in 5 years, and we just didn't align. And I knew that from pretty early on, that we didn't align, but I kept trying, and I felt like I failed him because I wasn't able to be a safe space for him, even though he'd been a safe space for me. And I think my pride made me give up on him. So kind of now I'm vowing to not give up on the men in my life that I feel like are worthy, or that I feel like I'm aligned with them, make sense. So I kind of learned the hard way last year not to give up on people that make sense. I don't want people to feel what I've been feeling. Like, do you know when you've got a potent energy, you don't want people to have to feel that. You don't want your loved ones or your close ones to have to experience that feeling. So I do tend to navigate quite a lot by myself when I'm feeling like this. But it's just been really interesting 2 months of healing. And I feel like I'm proud of the progress I've made in the 5 years, going on 6, since my breakup. I've made a lot of progress that I'm really proud of. But in order now to get to the next stage, which is me being with someone and coexisting with a man healthily, there's a lot of work that I need to do. And I don't want to say that as in like, there's a lot of work that I need to do. We've always got work that needs to be done, but I also allow myself to just live and be present. We don't always have to be on this pursuit of betterness. Sometimes healing can pause and you can just be and live, and every stage is worthy of connection and love. So that's kind of where I'm at. I had a really, really interesting night. Okay, so let me not forget to talk you through. Let me talk you through it. So that's my yogurt in my bowl currently. Not that you can see it. Then what I do is I add my sunflower seeds, then my flax seeds. So I just do a tablespoon. You would add your pumpkin seeds here as well. So, but I don't have any, as I said. So we're gonna just do sunflower seeds, my flax seeds. This might also be a good like smoothie idea. Just add coconut milk or oat milk or something. You can also add oats, peanut butter, banana, obviously the dried fruit. So that's the flax seeds. Then I drizzle my honey. I don't want to come out. I hear it. Okay. I would drizzle my honey if it came out. Why do you not want to come out? Jeez. Okay. A little bit of hot water if your honey's stuck like mine. I'm so needy. I just pretend that I'm not, honestly. I'm so needy. But I really like this guy. He's the best guy that I've met in a long time. I don't like guys often. I'm very rarely attracted to men or pulled towards men. So when I am, I'm like, fair. Let me invest some time and energy into this. And also when I like someone, I automatically just want to put all my eggs in one basket. Which is silly, don't do that. I've got premature low coochie. Let's see if this wants to come out now. Am I doing something crazy? Oh, and it's coming out weird. Sorry, this is not aesthetically pleasing. That looks disgusting. You know me and aesthetics. Then what I do is add my frozen berries. Just need to get some more. I actually feel like eating food. But if I eat food now, then I won't want like my dinner, my actual dinner. If I have like my breakfast, my hash brown breakfast that I usually have. Break my chocolate up. Coming up to Valentine's Day, I find quite difficult as well because I think of the nonsense that my ex put me through. I had one of those exes that would intentionally fall out with me leading up to Valentine's Day so he didn't have to celebrate it with me. And when we first got together, I remember wanting to celebrate Valentine's Day with him and he was like, nah, I'm tired, like I don't want to do anything. I'm like, okay, cool. Ended up going to cinema with my best friend. This is when Black Panther had just come out. Watched Black Panther with my best friend on Valentine's Day. It was beautiful. Did this guy not go and watch it with another girl? And have the audacity to tell me as well. Like, oh, she's going through a lot at the moment. Like, bearing in mind he told me he obviously wasn't going to go out and he didn't want to do anything with me. Yeah, she's really ill at the moment. She's going through a lot and like, I just want to be there for her. You can be there for her on the 13th or the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th of Feb. The 14th is crazy. Especially when you just pawed me off to go, like, crazy. First boyfriend, though, that used to travel from Leeds to Huddersfield with big teddy bear. He'd buy me Tim's, Vans. Like, he was such a good boyfriend. Such a good boyfriend. And you know, you get the massive cards, balloons. He was so good. Like, he set pace for me with Valentine's Day. But that's when it was teenagers, isn't it? And it was just so genuine. Like, if you like someone, you really liked them. My ex, on the other hand, traumatized me. I remember one Valentine's Day, I went to get my makeup done. I did a collaboration with a makeup artist, and it was last minute. Like, I was crying before I did this collaboration. And then when I did it, I felt so good. My face just looked amazing, how she did my makeup. And I said to myself, from that day, I said, I'm never letting a man make me feel like I'm not enough for Valentine's Day. I'm always going to do something that makes me feel good about myself. And that's what I've done ever since. So every year I've made a vow to myself. I need to pour this away. I made a vow to myself that I was going to always make the day special. And that's exactly what I've done for the last how many years. Which we love. This is my yogurt bowl. Greek yogurt, honey, dark chocolate, berries, flax seeds, sunflower seeds. That late 20s, second puberty that you go through, crazy. I've experienced things I've never experienced before. Honestly, I was saying to my mum that I don't need a man. And she was like, you're putting that out into the universe and that's why it's not working out for you. And I said, I'm not saying it from the perspective of I don't need a man, so I don't want one. I'm saying it in a way that I don't need one. Obviously I want one, but I'd rather be in a place where I don't need one. I'm not dependent on a man. And obviously it's a different society now where we don't need them for things like bank accounts and access to wealth and money and a home, and the list is endless. Thankful to feminism. When I was on holiday, I met a guy that I had a crush on, and he was the most genuine soul. Do you know when someone's soul is just so warm and kind and inviting? When I got back to the hotel, I cried because I was like, those are the type of men that I'd want to be with, and I just cried because I was like, I just didn't feel worthy of that type of man. He just seemed so normal. I'm so far from normal. And I wouldn't ever want to put a man through me. A man that hasn't experienced life the way I've experienced it anyways. Like, I think I'd need a man that's got a little bit of life experience or a little bit of trauma, just a tiny bit, for me to understand him and him to understand me a little. And then I dated this guy after that, and he was like, you don't feel deserving of an intentional man. He literally said that to me, and I cried. All I do is cry, apparently. But I was like, okay, take time. That hurt, but it's true. And I think it's because I've been navigating casual relationships and situationships with men to not really get back to where I was. It's fear. There's a lot of fear in what I'm doing. Well, what I was doing. Like, very detached, very emotionally unavailable. Like, I would see guys and then not speak to them. I just find it easy to just block, delete, move on. It isn't healthy, but I was in my survival for quite a long time. Like, it took me a while to even want to be in the presence of a man after my breakup. At the moment, I'm abstaining. I've been abstaining for a year. I keep mentioning it. I don't know why I keep telling you like that I'm abstinent, but last night I realised that it's probably because now that I'm in the season of shedding, my abstinence makes sense because I needed to be as close to my own energy to understand myself as much as I can. And I feel like when you're intimate with someone, it shifts that. You end up feeling another person's energy. I needed to feel my own body, be in my own body, understand my own mind, understand my own soul. Last year I did a lot of just living and aspiring to just live for the first time in my life. And that really transformed me. Where I am right now feels like previous versions of me have to shed. I have to let go of previous versions of me because they can't go where I'm going. The version of who I want to be or who I'm becoming this version of me she can't go with me. So I'm having to really release and forgive and bury parts of myself or grieve and come to terms with parts of myself that I can't take where I'm going. And I feel like abstinence has really helped me to just be in my own body. Before I had my emotional breakdown last night, I felt really out of my body the whole day. My nervous system didn't feel regulated at all. So by the time I came to really shed last night and grieve and go through a process of forgiveness for myself and everyone that's hurt me, I felt a lot better. Accidentally, I stumbled upon a forgiveness technique that really helped me to release. I remember in my visualization just hugging my mum and hugging my dad as children, and that allowed me to forgive them, because I think sometimes we are face to face with adults and we just see the adult, but a lot of who we are is as a result of who we were as children, or what needs weren't met, or the pain and the feelings that we felt as kids. I'm giving myself grace. I feel like the last year I've really been fighting to get as close to my inner child as I can, and as close to interactions and connections where she feels safe. So everything I'm doing right now is to heal that part of me. And then I'm remembering that we all are just adults that were once kids, but we carry those kids so deep inside of us. So I think what's really helped me is everyone that I need to forgive, everything I need to come to terms with, I see that person as the child, and I have a physical interaction in a visualization or meditation where I am interacting with their child, my child interacting with their child. So in my visualization as well, I imagine me and my ex, we was together in my old bedroom when we used to live together. But instead of me seeing him as an adult, I saw him as a child and me as a child, and we was just holding hands. Yeah, that really helped. That really, really helped. It obviously helps if you've seen baby pictures of the people that you're trying to overcome or heal from, or who hurt you, because then it's easy to visualize them. And luckily, I know what everyone looks like as kids that I need to forgive. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I'm all over the place at the moment. There's no clarity to my thoughts, and I think when I show up like this, it's really like, you know what I mean? I'm just talking, I'm thinking out loud. It's funny that meeting a guy can make you feel like this. Can send you on me anyways, I'm that type of person. It takes me one guy for me to spiral into a place of wanting to be better. And God always puts people in your life for a reason. I don't think anyone is in your life for no reason. Every time I'm wanting to give up on this person, I just think about how divine the interaction has been, and how it came to be as well, if that makes sense. Sometimes I have to remind myself that I didn't have a head start at life. I've been playing catch up, so I try not to compare myself with anyone, because some people didn't have to go through what I went through, and they had a pretty normal start to life. So it's okay if you feel like you're trying to play catch up. I'm 29 now, and I've only just started living after 29 years, you know. And yesterday what I was doing is I was holding myself. I'd have one hand on my chest, on my heart, one hand on my stomach, like this. And I would say to myself, I give you permission to live. I give you permission to be loved. I give you permission to forgive yourself. I'm just giving myself permission to do different things. I can feel my coochie leaking as I'm saying this. Can you relax? The human body is so interesting. A woman's body is so interesting. Let me rephrase that. But yeah, giving myself permission as I was hyperventilating and crying to the point where I couldn't see. I had to ice my face this morning because I couldn't see out of my eyes. I'm going to try to come up with as many different cycle syncing recipes as I can. So this is what this is going to be. This is my first one. I hope you're well. Let me know if there's anything you want to talk about in the future you want me to discuss. But I love you. Bye.